Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Beyond Charts Morning Brew. My name is Angel. I'm your host for today. It is 8:30, March 9th, 2022. All right, these markets are getting wonky. I hope you guys got the notification last night. I noticed a little bit of a bullish activity today. So overnight, the market, the news was kind of dismal. Nothing really going down. Tomorrow's a big day. We got CPI numbers coming out tomorrow. The good news overnight, we did notice gas come down a little bit. So that was a big help. Let me just show you that real quick. So we got gas right now. Crude oil's at 119, down about 3.4%. That really helped. We had Biden come out yesterday, and the market rallied and went down. But we kind of, it was a nice day to trade yesterday, to scalp. Let me see who's out there. We're getting some messages here. All right, what's up, JDH? Good morning. All right, what's up, James? Welcome. All right, we're up, ready to rock and roll. Today's going to be an update, guys. Today's going to be an update. There's a lot to cover here as far as what to expect. But again, so on the horizon, and that doesn't mean it's going to affect us today, but on the horizon, what do we have? We have CPI to numbers. That's kind of expected. I think that we already know there's going to be super hot, right? It's no, like, I mean, there's no surprise there. The Ukrainian thing, I think that's kind of like, it is what it is, right? It's not getting worse. It's not getting better. We already kind of adjusted to, okay, as far as the markets, financial markets, right? Hey guys, look, you got to trade the market we have. I got on a phone call yesterday to an individual who said, man, I made a lot of money in 2020 and I'm really having a hard time trading in 2021, 2020. Having a hard time trading in 2022. And I'm like, well, it's not the market. You have to trade the market you have, and it's a different market. What's up, Skates? Good morning. All right. So ultimately, I think we're going to have an update today. Everything's kind of rebounding here, and I'm going to show you in a little bit what it looks like here. Now, on the flip side, we're also going to be on point. We're going to hit those levels. You probably got those levels on the Patreon. I also put it on TradingView as well. Look for those levels. We could break out, and maybe we'll break out into CPI tomorrow. Now, also, I wanted to point this out. 10-year notes right here. We are climbing 33 on the S&P 4240. But let's see. As far as next week, we also have a big week next week. We got the Fed on Wednesday, which they're probably going to raise rates, which, I think all eyes on that. We also have the equity index roll week. So again, this is also going to put a lot of pressure on the XPX, SPY, or E-minis. It is March 18th, 2022. It starts the 10th, which is tomorrow. And again, and it rolls into the 10th to the 18th. So we're going to see basically a rebalance in XPX. Remember, it's every quarter. And basically, we will have people rolling out of their XPX E-minis from this quarter, going into the next quarter. So there'll be a lot of volatility going into that. And that's probably going to start tomorrow, tomorrow, I think. We also have quantitative easing stopping. I believe it was today. I heard whispers that it was stopping today. So I found this article here, and I'll push this up for you guys to read as well. So I'll put it right here on the comments. So if you want access to that, you can have that. But pretty much, it's and I'll put the roll day week there as well, because we expect a lot of volatility going into next week. But again, that's next week, not today. Just keep just letting you guys know. All right. So we have that. What else? So, and we have quantitative easing possibly ending today. Now, the key thing of next week is the first expiration week that we will not have the Fed buying. So, food for thought. How is it going to react? So, again, we could rally up, and I think we're probably going to be propped up today, and then might be setting up for maybe a leg down. All right. So just, again, but if we're trading today, just know that we're going to be trading. All right, so that's what we have, okay, right there. As far as pretty quiet on the news front, other than those, And let me check here. Let me get myself out of here and let's go into the markets. All right, so let's look at the overall markets here and what they have to offer. Um, so let me see. I wrote some things down yesterday. Let me see. Okay, so next week, what do we have? What do we have? We have CPI. Okay. All right. So ultimately, what do we got? We got the XPX, the NDX, and the Russell here. So again, on the daily time frame, I think we're going to rally. The E-minis are now at 42.45. That's going to put us at 42.45. So we rally quite nicely. This is 41.69. 42.45 is going to put us right around that 42.50. It was kind of like the highs of yesterday. So can we hit those highs? And again, 42.45 is going to put us right around there. 42.45, around 42.60, 42, right in there. Okay, so we are bouncing. We're going to bounce. This is going to turn. The Qs are bouncing as well. So everything's kind of bouncing right now, which is fine. Again, we sold off pretty hard, and I was expecting this to happen yesterday, but again, we declined again. So again, we're going to see, I'm seeing everything. I'm seeing the IWM. I'm seeing the QQQs all rallying quite nicely for today. Now, how high is it going to go? That is the next question. So let's get into that question. But before we get into that, let's look at the VIX. The VIX right now is declining. So remember this is Monday, Tuesday. Again, so this is kind of like the opposite. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we're declining. Okay, so that means that the market's going to rally as long as we remain. If we don't take out today's highs, and I'm going to say 34.16. So let's put an alert up there. I don't think we're going to drop, and I'm noticing a lot of like the banks, Apple, everything kind of rallying. So today might be an update. If 31.48 gets taken out, that was the low of Friday, then we're going to rally. But again, the 10-year note is kind of stabilizing here, which is good. We don't want it to move too far up, too far down. Let it stay here. That we're good with that. All right, so let's look at the XPX. So XPX yesterday, throughout the day, we had this nice rally, then gave it back all back, and this was the price action. It was a trader's market if you wanted to scalp. Today might be a scalping day today as well. But I want you to notice a couple of things here. So we're looking at the hourlies on the upper left-hand corner. On the upper right-hand corner, we're looking at the 15-minute time frame. And here's the minute time frame. Let's not look at the minute yet. Let's look at the bottom level here. Let me just see if I can just make these two. All right. Did not want to do that. Okay. Let's go 15 minutes right there. And definitely didn't want that. Okay. So, so right now, 42.50 is going to put us right in here, 42.60. So what does that mean? That means that all these moving averages are going to be squeezing together and going to be rallying. So remember that we went down quite nicely and we're basing here and all the moving averages are curling up. So this might be a good setup. Now, can we take out 42.80, 42.75, which was the highs of yesterday? If we can, then we're probably going to go to possibly 43.33, right? There's a lot of whip. There's a lot of stuff right there, 43.40. There is a possibility if we can go up there. Now, does it mean we go up there? I don't know. But again, if we look at the boxes, have been going downstream for the last 4 days. So if we create an up box, just know that, are we going to sell off? We're still over on the bearish market. We just want to know when are the algos going to turn on. So just, again, trade them to the levels if you're going to trade this. All right. But right now, if we trade higher at 42.50, 42.60, I think that's going to put us right in this range here. So we're getting close to that 50-day moving average on the hourlies, and that's exactly where we like to trade. So ultimately, all these moving averages will be setting up. Ideally, let's see if we can get both of these on the same lineup, and then that would be an amazing, interesting. Yeah. So, that might be interesting right there. So let's see. As far as the E-minis are rallying right now. So again, they're rallying here. They're rallying. Okay, so let's see if we can take out that 42.71, and if we do take that out, that's going to open up for us to go up to this 43.62, 43.77. So there's some move in there, but we got to take this level out. Let's say we can. MACDs are looking good pre-market. If you're trading that. So let's see on the 50-minute time frame, going a little bit higher. That 2 o'clock in the morning hour is when we started rallying. So okay, that's a positive. That's a positive. But does that mean that we stay up there? No, not necessarily. So the VIX is going down. We got the S&P going up, and we're going to go into it. So to answer your question, JDH, yes, you can trade the SPY, and I'm about to get into that. So if you're going to trade E-minis or XPX or SPY, it's right here. And again, same type of time frame, except you eliminate, is this SPY? No, SPY is right here. You just eliminate one. So it's just eliminate one digit. So it's 424. So what are we looking at here? SPY can go up to that 427, 427. If that gets to go, it's probably going to head up to that 436. So again, everything's lining up right at that 50-day, and this is actual time. So this is the actual time frame for the SPY. So let's see what happens there. We're going to get them both lined up at the 50-day moving average. If it takes out yesterday's highs of 427, it can probably go or sell off. Just know that this is why we look at the 1-minute time frame to see if it's going to give us a clue if it's going up. Now, I gave you, for those of you that had access to this, I gave you access to this beautiful indicator here. It's like a market breadth. Pretty much it consists of 5 top stocks in the S&P 500. So if we get a green, and so let's say the S&P is going up and you get a red, it's kind of giving you a contrarian indicator that, it's probably going to go the opposite way. That's not a false breakout. So you also want to make sure you get a green candle, and as it's going up, then that might be a go. That yes, that is a valid buying opportunity. So we're going to watch it at the 50-day moving average and see what happens there. As far as Bitcoin, right now we're seeing a lot of consolidation right there. All the moving averages are right there. It looks like it wants to rally. Now we do have Thursday, I believe, is tomorrow, where the Biden administration is going to put on the executive order regarding crypto. I don't know what that is, if it's bullish or bearish. The market's getting ahead of itself. I think it's reacting very bullish at this moment. But again, it can go either way. But if I'm noticing, if I had to take a wild guess, on the Patreon page, I mentioned that we have Fed meetings next week. And I think that all eyes are going to be on that. So again, and let me see if I can find it. From a macro perspective, the focus now shifts to the CPI, which is on Thursday, which is tomorrow, and the FOMC, which is next Wednesday. These two events are going to be the most awaited in recent memory. Okay, so I think everybody's waiting on that, on top of what's going down with the war. But I think that's kind of already settled. We need gas to go down, and it is coming down. So I think we can rally up. Now, what happens next week, and what does the Fed do? So I think all eyes are going to be on that. But right now we're looking pretty bullish. And if the Fed does anything, then I think if XPX goes up, NDX, Bitcoin will probably go higher. All right, so we got that right there. All right, as far as the movers for today, let's see if we can find some movers. At lunchtime yesterday, and it always happens. I said I was going on Trading View at lunch, and I went on, and right at 12 o'clock, everything started moving. And again, but following your rules, you don't chase. You get those trades right at the 50-day moving average, and that's how you trade. These moves. Now, as far as right now on the 50-day moving average, we're gonna be right there, guys. We're gonna open at 42.50. The XPX looks prime. It looks like it's probably gonna roll. It's gonna go. Let's see how high it can go. Now we have these boxes going down. Can we form a higher box and start rallying up? Right. So that is a possibility. Let's see. And if the Fed doesn't do anything, because they're sounding very dovish, all the central banks are around the world. So let's say that, because is 25 basis points already priced in? Yeah, I think so. So it's like beyond priced in, right? And if gas goes down, so let's think about this for a second, right? We're priced in. We sold off pretty hard. So I'm going to think contrarian here. We haven't had good news in a while. The bad news is already priced in. What could be good news? Well, the Fed doesn't raise interest rates as high as we thought they did. Well, that's a plus. Good news. We go higher. Uh, you know, gas goes down. They open up a pipeline. Well, that's good news. We go higher. Gas prices go down. Inflation, we're at all-time highs. Well, if we start, news of, being self-sustaining here in the U.S., any positive news that comes out, then boom, we go higher. So always good to have both sides of the coin, being a contrarian, and just noticing what's the opposite side that's not priced in that caused this market to rocket. So again, and that would be to rocket up. Now, ultimately, we're still in a bear market, right? But can we go as high as 4,400? That is a possibility. We're going to be looking at that target because it can consolidate right in this area. So let's see. It's all about price action. So that's the news I'm getting here. Now, as far as ultimately here, we're seeing the Russell. We've seen everything rallying. Look at Google. Google just like skyrocketed and broke the highs of yesterday. So Google rallied. Okay, so Google's rallying and it's basing. Okay, and let's see that. Amazon might be next. Can it break the highs of yesterday? Boom. Tesla's probably going to go 850. If it takes out 850 in the first 10 minutes, it's probably going to go to 888. And let's see what happens there. If it takes that, it's going to go to 850. ISRG coming close right here. That might rally too. It's getting close. 280 can probably take it up to 292. And then 2304. So these are the movers here. So again, give me a lot of movers. Look at CMG squeezing. So CMG is right there, guys. Look at that. So where can it go? Can go to 1355, 1317, and it can go to 1280, but it's squeezing. If we rally, this can rally up as well. So we got a couple of movers here, a lot of potential. Lam Research is coming out with earnings pretty soon. Let's see what Lam Research has. Let me see when their earnings date is. It's coming out. Oh, they have a dividend pay. Okay, so Lam Research. There was somebody who came out with earnings. Let me see. I forget who it was. It was someone. But anyway, they've been asked, a lot of the chips manufacturers. Semis don't look good. They've been asking about that neon or Krylon that is used to made in chips. And they were talking about that. And if they can secure that, then these guys will do well. If they can't secure it, it's not going to do well. Look at Goldman Sachs is gone, guys. Goldman Sachs is rallying, so the S&P is not going to go down. So this is a good indicator. If Goldman's going higher, then for today, we're probably going to go up. So again, let's probably the first half a day, you're probably gonna see the market go up. Netflix just kind of consolidating here. Let's see what happens at that 346 coming to the end here. Again, you don't want to chase it at the open. It's going higher. Everything's moving pre-market. Roku rallying. NVIDIA is going to pull back. Let's see how it reacts at that 219, 220 when it pulls back. Mercado Libre coming close. It's coming really, really tight. Let's see what happens there at that 949. Can it hit 979 and then possibly 1071? It's a big number. Can it hit it? Maybe. Apple's rallying. We got Goldman rally and Apple rallying. So Apple, nice basing pattern here. Went to 155. That was also the 200-day moving average there, and it's going to 161. We got Shopify finally squeezing. Look at Shopify, guys, looking good. Coming to the end. So I'm just going to scroll real quick and see what is moving. We got Trade Desk, Coinbase rallying on Bitcoin, and we got ASML. All right, so let's go into. All right, so now what are we looking at? We're looking at the QQQs, guys. This is the NASDAQ ETF. So from this point of view, we're looking at the hourlies, 15 minutes. So we have it at the hourly, right at the 50-day moving average at 329. If it takes out 333, it can probably go up to 338. Okay, so pre-market, it did rally. Let's see what happens here at the open. Pre-market, it hit the 50-day at 226. That's going to be a little headwind right there at 333. So it's going to be a hard time getting it. It might pull back and it may rally and then watch it. That might be an entry there. Definitely an entry here. So buy yourself some time. Okay, we have that. As far as the SPY, we have that too. Let me get rid of that. We only need two. Okay. And I'm going to get rid of that. All right, let's go into the ones that I've noticed here. We have chips. High volatile stock. So let's go to Google. Okay. So we have Google. Google right at that 50-day. Everything's going to move. It's probably going to move. If it takes out 26.25, it can probably hit 26.55. And let's see if it can start going higher. Remember, all moving average converging, starting to break higher. Midstream here needs to take out 26.25. So that's the level we're going to be looking at, which is right there. My pullback here. Let's see if it pulls back and maybe gives another setup there. Again, Amazon coming close to that 28.14, pulling back a little bit. So it might pull back and then bounce, and then we'll see how it reacts there, and let's see what happens there. Tesla, looking pretty good, bouncing off that the 50-day moving average, looking like it wants to go. Remember, it stayed very little below 800 yesterday. 850 is pretty difficult. If it take out 866, right, there's going to be a little bit of headwind there. 866, it's going to go to about I think it was 888, 888, 890, right in there. Okay, that's going to be really, really hard, right in there, guys. So just know that is very difficult. That is really, really hard. But if it takes that out, it'll explode or drop down. And what I mean by drop down, it can either drop down back down to about 780, like maybe about 100 points, maybe 880 points, or break up. And then the next level up is going to be 950. This 950 to 950. Okay, so that's Tesla. ISRG, again, working his way lower. This is the hourlies. Wow, sold off pretty hard. Coming to the end here. Is this ISRG? Yeah. Sold off pretty hard. 266. Starting to rally. Let's see if it can rally up here. I didn't realize this thing sold off pretty hard. Yeah. This was at 296. We talked about this on Sunday. The last 2 days it went down. Wow. Okay, CMG. CMG consolidating here. What can happen here? Right? And the hourly looks like it's probably going to go up. You can watch 1356. If it takes that out or consolidate here for a little bit, watch that. We have Apple. Apple right there on the hourlies. So again, just watch it, so again, they're selling the pops, so let things set up. Don't get too excited. I want you guys to wait and take the trade on the 50-day moving average to avoid the sell-offs, right? And yes, it was a clear example. If you guys watched the trading view, I went live. You saw that I was live. Yeah, I mean, I got into some trades beforehand, but a lot of things were moving and they moved too fast, too far away. I didn't take those trades because it's too far away, and as you can tell, is sold off. So again, don't take those trades unless you get them at the 50. All right, let's see high volatile stocks too. All right, we have LRCX still kind of right in there. It might need a day to base. And again, we have CPI numbers tomorrow. Goldman Sachs rallying. So Goldman is right there. Goldman rallied pretty nice. Look at this. At the 50, but it moved too far away pre-market. All right, now we got Netflix. Netflix, I like the move here. I like this consolidation here on the hourlies. Let's see if it can, maybe a day, maybe one more day, and it can start rallying. Netflix got sold off pretty hard, guys. So again, from like 700 down to 350. Let's see what happens there. Again, we have Roku. Roku consolidate, same as Netflix. Let's see what happens there. A big move is probably imminent. Do we get it today? That's the key question. NVIDIA, do we get it today? Again, so any positive news, I think these are the ones that are going to rally. These things sold off, but do we get it today? Mercado Libre, not even close, right? Not even close. Apple, we talked about Apple close, getting close, and we can rally. Let me pull back. It's getting close, so set that up. Shopify, maybe rally up to 571. 571 is going to put me right in there of the highs of yesterday, but only on the 15-minute time frame. TTD, starting to rally, maybe can go up to $69, now 65. Affirm, close. These things got sold off, right? Pretty hard from 84. Is it going to sell off or go back down? So watch it right there. There's a nice position right there on Affirm. UPST, close. close. Either way, you got a nice move expecting. UPSD can go up to 135 or go down to 107. Now 118. HubSpot to the downside. It's right there. So this is a continuation right there. That's nice. It can go down to 397. Still going down. Okay. Might be short lived. So it might go to 390, maybe 400, and maybe bounce higher. It's right here, the basing pattern. All right, Zoom, close rally, right? But is Zoom really worth 300? COVID's over, right? Is these guys going to stick around? I don't know. But so again, bookings getting close on the 15-minute time frame. We're looking pretty good right here. So watch it at that 2,000. See if it can break through. Can I get 2,200? Wow. Okay. 2069. We definitely have this 2,000 pretty strong. Wow. Okay. We have now close. No coin. Okay. We got coin. So coin just broke out pre-market today, right? Got them on the 50. Got them on the 50-minute time frame. Got a consolidation here. It's going to pull back. Let it pull back. Let's see how it can go. Let's see. Set this up. Don't get into it at the open. Just wait for the setup. What else do we got? Let's see. Chips. The chips. Not the chips. Okay. Okay. So again, if the chips can secure, man, semiconductor got hit pretty hard. But everything needs chips. So again, getting close. Watch it at 459. INTU, Qualcomm getting close. 155. Getting close. ASML. Look at that. If it moves, let it pull back here. That's AMD. Super close. Don't like this action. Let it come back. 107. But I like this movement. What else do we got? AMAT. So all the chips are looking good. It just little. Let it pull back. I think that I'm just trying to see if this is going to be a flush. Avgo looks better. Avgo looks good. It's right at that 50. 596. Looks better. MU. It's really close. Maybe a day. Ooh, $79.80. It's right there, guys. It can probably go up to 82. That's not a big mover, but you know, I want to give you guys a lot of options here. Roblex. I see we covered that already. NVIDIA, close. Double bottom here. NVIDIA was $350 not too long ago. Down about 33%. LRCX. All right, so we're getting close on KER. I don't usually cover this, but let it pull back here. We're gonna rally. This thing moves. 573 can probably go up to 602, but let it pull back. KLA. Okay. So a lot to cover here, but let's go into the regular spiders because I want to see what that looks like. Whoops. I want to see what spider looks like and spider. Okay, so spider or SPY, we are getting, we're rallying. This is a nice little because I like this moving averages here. It is probably going to pull back a little bit. Let it pull back. And then if we can take out 427, watch how it reacts up there. That's going to be a key area up there. and then that could probably set up for a nice trade up or down. All right, so you got QQQs, and that's the Nasdaq. Again, right at that 331. We said 333. That could be a nice setup. It's probably gonna pull back a little bit. Had a nice move pre-market. Let's see what happens. IWM, it's the Russell. Again, we're getting them all at the 50, guys. This is exactly where we like to trade. Again, let's see if everything lines up. But a big move is going to happen. Remember, we also got CPI tomorrow, so that's the news that's going to make the big move. So, again, and we're going to look for to see what the market is. The market is going to get ahead of itself on tomorrow. Now, CPI, I think it's going to be pretty. I mean, we all know it's going to be really, really hot. So watch oil and see what happens there. Are we going to rally into CPI tomorrow? That's a possibility. So again, I think we have a lot of opportunities here for today. Get your options ready. It is now 9:01, so let's get your options ready. Get your options ready. We have a couple here too that we're going to be looking at. A big move. Yes. Pulling back. I mean, yeah. So yeah, James brought up a good point. MACDs are showing most of them breaking down a little bit. Pre-market, yes. That's why I've noticed like you don't want to chase it here. Let me see if I can show you the right here. So if we're gonna do this and you're gonna be looking at this and you're looking at the hourlies, this is the indicator I have. It doesn't show it pre-market, but because the 5 stocks aren't trading, that's why. But when they start trading, if this is green and we start breaking above and you start seeing green, then that is going to be an indication that those 5 stocks are being traded, right? That they're being traded. So I'll show you what that looks like on those stocks. And if you want access to that information, just send me a link of your trading view. Send me a message of your trading view. Whatchamacallit, and I'll grant you access to this. But it's pretty much 5 stocks that we look at here, and it's just going to give me. It just kind of helps you, just avoid whipsaws, especially in the indices. And I'll grant you access to this. I think it's not working. So okay. It works. I just have to go on another computer. But we have that. I also put the ideas here for you guys. In case you don't have it, I'll put this in the ES and the. Is that coming through? Yeah. So here's the game plan for today. 42.34 is going to be it's going to be the place that we're going to be looking at, which is right in here, and see if we can get through. So I put the levels there for you guys. For that indicator, I prefer the hourly. So I'll show you what I look for. What I do, I'll set it up like this. I'll set it up like this, right? Because on the hourlies, I'll look at this to see where we're at. And then once it goes, and then I'm either to enter my trade, I'm going to look at the 50. We're both at the 50. And then I'm going to look at the 1 minute to see, because this can really determine the price you pay in your option, right? If you're trading. So I would like to get it close to the 50 as it starts breaking down or breaking away. But if I see the green here going up, breaking this, then that's going to give me confirmation that, yeah, they're buying it. However, on the flip side, if let's say it's breaking up and you see red, that means that those 5 big stocks of the S&P 500, it's going down, right? I'm sorry, they're not buying it, and this is going up, then that's kind of giving me a contrarian indicator, so I'm probably going to wait. So that's why it's there. These are the 5 big components of the S&P 500. All right, guys, a lot to set up here. I mean, got to use some brain power this morning. All right, the E-minis right now are selling off right now, so right at that level. So let's see. Pulling back a little bit. Let's see what happens. It's a continuation sell-off. Everything's lining up, though. I like this setup. So get your puts, get your calls ready. I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing. VIX is going to climb a little bit. Watch the 10 o'clock is a pivotal time as well. But watch the 10 o'clock. It's a pivotal time as well. All right, guys, it is 9:04. We're going to finish up a little early today, give you enough time. A lot to choose here. We're going to move. It's going to move. It moved a lot pre-market. I wish it didn't, but it's okay. That means it's going to take people out. It's going to set up nicely. But we got some movers. We got some movers, okay? Definitely got some movers here. Something's going to move big. Right at the 50, exactly what we talked about. So guys, get ready. All right? Momentum traders, get ready because we're going to get some moves today. All right, guys, go out there, go get it. Stay green, stay green, stay green, and we'll talk. I'll talk to you. I don't know if I'm going to go on lunchtime because I missed a lot of movers yesterday, but we'll watch it at lunch. Watch it at lunch. All right, guys, go out there, stay green. Go out there, go get it, go get it, go get it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.